Welcome back to Black Star Dove. Welcome back to my channel. As always, I need that HBO special, which means help a brother out. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm slowly getting there. Go ahead, click the subscribe button. Click the like button if you like it. I appreciate it. That's all I can say. I really do appreciate it. This video it kind of hits a little different. This video is all about money. So I was watching one of my favorite female black YouTubers, Real Yanni. I put her channel in the comments, and she had this live. I don't know if it's still on there or she put it on her Patreon, but she had this live where it was a group of people talking about money and how they spend money so freely. And I was like, man, I wish we could have more black people talking about this. So what I did was, I'm part of a lot of Facebook groups. I'm part of a lot of Instagram groups and all that stuff. I went to almost every single group and I posted the same question about asking about money and all that stuff. What I said was, around the 4-month mark of your relationship, should you be sharing, credit scores and financial information, so that way you could actually know who you're really messing with. Man, people came for me. I got some inboxes, man, that was crazy. But it's super weird because I'm part of all these different groups. I noticed some same answers across certain groups. Like for instance, in the predominantly white groups, they was okay with sharing that information. And the groups that were mostly black, they had a hard time sharing that information. Now, being that I'm a bigger man, I'm the last person to talk about health like this. But if you're going to be sharing your body with someone, which is the most sacred thing you have, you only have your one body. Credit scores go up and down. You can always rebuild your credit. You can always get more money. You only have one body. You're perfectly fine with sharing your body with someone, but you're not fine with sharing your financial information, like what your credit score is, how you spend your money. That is completely crazy to me. Just think about that. You're more comfortable giving someone your body than you are to let them know what your credit score is, or letting them know, how you spend your money financially, like how good of a spender or lack thereof are you. Really think about this in our community. Why is money such a taboo? To speak about money. Historically speaking, we don't have any. So it's not what, you afraid to show somebody you have nothing? I mean, we could do this all day. It's just so strange. And then it's someone said, in one of the groups, someone said, I don't want gold diggers to come after me. And I was like, I know what you do for a living. I know how much money that usually takes. If gold diggers are coming off after you, then those are some stupid gold diggers. I mean, I'm not trying to put nobody down, but I'm saying there are bigger fish to go after if that was what they were truly after, type thing. I had someone said, I was replying in the comments and all that stuff. Someone literally said, when I said that you have one body, I said she can give you AIDS. He said, I'd rather her give me AIDS than her know how much money I make. That was a black man that said that. After that, I was done. Because how can you respond to something like that? Literally, how can you respond to something like that? I was done. I was just okay, there's nothing that I can say to you. Once you said you'd rather have AIDS than show her any type of money, I was just that just blew my mind. And we have this huge taboo in our community. You never talk about money, which I'm trying to change. Well, you see me speak on certain things on this channel. You see me speak on credit scores and stuff like that. I'm trying to change how we see and how we think about money. Honestly, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to do what the white people do. And I'm just trying to pass it on to us. Because it's been working so far. It's been working for them. It can work for us. But we have this thing where we're just so stingy. You ever notice how black people are as a collective are really stingy? Once they have something, it is theirs and only theirs. They don't want to share no type of information. They think that you're just coming to take what's theirs. I promise you, there is a big enough pie for everyone to get a slice. Now, you probably want the whole pie to yourself. Okay, that's understandable, but that's not realistic. And that doesn't help us with our community. As we're saying, we're trying to build a new nation, right? We're trying to build a better community. The best way we can do that is by having resources. And if one person is, gathering all the resources like a squirrel gathers nuts, and he or she is not distributing them, or only distributing them among certain people, like their friends, and not really passing them out, that doesn't really help the community at large. It helps their inside the community, which I guess is like, help yourself before you help others, but it doesn't really do anything for the greater community. I promise you, there's more than enough money to go around. We can all have some money. I do want to have more open discussion, especially with black men, about money and, about financial issues. And it's like so weird because people would say all the sexual stuff. Go on Facebook, go on Instagram, and read some of the comments. People would say the most craziest things that leaves zero to the imagination. But you start speaking about money, everyone gets quiet. I mean, I literally read a comment about how you wanted to, suck the fart out of this Instagram model's ass. And you said that with pride. And I'm like, okay, now let's talk about something financially. Now you're quiet and you don't want to talk about it. You're saying that's too sacred. Come on, let's get real here. The main thing is that not a lot of us have anything. I barely have something. Let's just be honest. I barely have something in the grand scheme of it. That I'm comparing myself to my contemporaries because I'm 32 years old, about to be 33. And I'm not just competing with another black man. I'm competing with everyone. And as I see it, I am far behind. And I'm trying to catch up. And for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been doing my due diligence, investing, like I said, I joined a property management group, and we bought 2 properties. I'm doing everything that I can. But when I try to pass this information on to other black men, they either say they want nothing to do with it, or they say that's what white people do, which is yes, what? I don't know. We're never gonna touch that one. Or they it's not flashy enough for them. They want to be able to flash. They want to be able to show a progression of having the money. And I said that's not the most important thing, because when you show it, that means you're attracting something. You're asking for attention. And attention will always come. Whether attention is good or bad is subjective. The main point is that you want attention. A lot of people don't realize that. Attention is, good or bad is just subjective terms. We see it happen all the time. Like, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. The most ugliest girl that you can ever think of. Ugly woman. I'm talking to the man. Or even the woman. The most ugly man you could think of comes and asks you out on a date. You'll turn he or she down 5 ways to Sunday. But let the most attractive person you could think of come up and ask you, you do want to go on a date? Oh man, let's go. Notice how they both did the same action. They both asked on a date. It was just that how you perceived it. One you perceived as ugly, one you perceived as cute. But the same action is that they asked on a date. They asked you on a date. Attention is the same thing. You're going to get attention. Whether it's good or bad, it's subjective. But you're going to get what you want. I promise you that. But going forward, I just want us to be more open talking with money. You don't have to say what's in your bank account and nothing like that, but let's talk about credit scores. Let's talk about some of the traps we fell in as young adults, like 18, 19 years old, when you first got that credit card and how you kept spending it. Let's talk about them high interest rates. Let's talk about payday loans. Even though currently where I live in the state of Arizona, payday loans are illegal, but now they have something called title loans where you can put a loan against your car. Some states have them, some states don't. I kind of see that the ones who have payday loans don't have title loans, and the ones who have title loans don't have payday loans, which is essentially almost the same thing. let's just talk about these financial traps that we find ourselves in, especially as we are younger people. If we can like each one reach one and then teach one, we can build a better community. And I'll be doing my part, especially on this channel. I will be sharing more I'll be sharing some of my successes, but I'll be sharing more of my failures than anything else. And trust me, I got a lot of failures ever since the age of 18. But I hope you like it so far. I'm going to talk about money a whole lot more, as well as improving black man and black women relationships. Take care. I love you. Peace.